Back in 2017, Wiggy did quite a few videos on Arpiel. She explored various classes and made it through some of the game. Now, if you recall, back in 2017, Nexon had announced a brand new anime MMORPG was in development. Both Wiggy and I were quite excited for the game because it looked like an isometric version of Soul Worker. Like, just for a moment here, imagine a game like Diablo or Path of Exile, but with anime graphics right out of something like Soul Worker. That is what Arpiel was supposed to offer us. It had adorable anime-inspired graphics with some cute character models and a pretty awesome action combat. Speaking of, the combat and the entire premise of the game was a hybrid of the hub-based MMO brawler Closers. In Closers, you occupied a hub, you took quests, and then you went out into instant-stuffed areas where you attempted to complete whatever your objectives happened to be. Interestingly, in Closers, you progress as more of like a side-scrolling game, whereas in Arpiel, you progressed as a top-down isometric graphical style. It had a fairly unique premise. You choose between 6 distinct classes: the Hunter, the Witch, the Fighter Leopard. Yes, seriously, the Fighter Leopard. I don't know why it was called that, or who in their right mind thought that that was a good idea to name a class, but moving on. Then there was the Mage, the Puppeteer, and finally the Engineer. Now, what made these classes unique is the fact that they all had their own affinity with a different animal, leading to unique weapon types, unique approaches to combat mechanics, abilities, actions, and traits. The game, it had a lot of promise, especially with the success of other hub-based brawler MMOs like Closers and Soul Worker and Vindictus and Phantasy Star Online 2 and Critica. So what exactly happened to Arpiel? I have taken the time to Google around. I've checked various MMO-related news websites for literally any kind of information whatsoever. I searched Reddit, the unofficial Arpiel subreddit, to attempt to find any information pertaining to the game in any capacity over the last year. I asked around if any people in the niche that I talked to regularly had any info on the game or where it happened to have gone, but I had just ended up fairly empty-handed. Now, I know that the game was live in South Korea, Japan, and Taiwan, with the game launching into closed beta in Taiwan at the end of 2017. I'm also aware that Nexon closed Arpiel down within, I think it was the last year or so, like they seem to do with pretty much all of their games. The reasoning behind the official South Korean version of the game shutting down is difficult for me to really find. According to a Reddit post I came across, though, there was a Russian version of the game expected, but that was shut down, I think, sometime in December of 2018. So here we are. It's 2019, and we never received a final version of the MMO. Due to it failing and shutting down in literally every region it released in, we will never receive a version of it either. Which, honestly, may be for the best. Since it failed everywhere else, it probably wasn't all that good. Still, it had a lot of promise, and it looked fantastic. Wiggy enjoyed it, and I really wanted to try it out when it came out. This is just yet another reason to never trust a Nexon game. Not that from past experience, you really should, regardless. I'm sorry if any of you were still holding out hope that we'd one day get to play Arpiel, or if you were under the impression that it's still being worked on. We won't, and it isn't, but that's alright. There are other good MMOs on the horizon for us to play, so we should look forward to them. But that's just my opinion, my impressions of the game that we will now never get. What do you guys think? Did you ever play it? Did you want to? Were you still looking forward to this, or did you not even know it existed? Let me know in the comments below, and let's talk about it. Anyway, guys, that is it for me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you all next time. Peace!
Do your thing, boy, it's okay. I think we'll be more than friends.